Guys, Movie-holics Anonymous here. This weekend, the box office projections are that the estimates of experts claim that it will come in 5th place with 8.4 million. Kingsman: The Golden Circle will come in 4th place with 8.7 million, continuing its downward spiral at the domestic box office due to poor word of mouth. The Mountain Between Us, the new movie with Idris Elba and Kate Winslet, is expected to only open with 8.8 million. American Made is expected to come in second with 9.2 million, and the number one movie of the weekend is supposed to be Blade Runner 2049 with $51 million. It's my most anticipated movie of the month. I haven't seen it yet. I hope to see it soon. It's nearly 3 hours long, which means that could hurt it at the box office, but also could do better because recently predictions for It, Deadpool, and Mad Max Fury Road were a little bit off, if not a lot off, depending on the certain movie, because R-rated movies are hard to track how exactly they're going to do when they're such a big hit. Now, this one could do way better, could do way worse. I think the numbers will be different than 51 million come weekend, but I could be wrong. But it's got 90% fresh reviews and a lot of positive hype and a lot of people are talking about it, so I think it could do pretty well this weekend. Even if it gets 51 million, it needs to have strong second and third weekend and strong cold and strong overseas performance to get back its budget. There's a few news stories I want to cover while I'm talking about this. I have you guys here. Fast and Furious spin-off with Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham is scheduled for 2019. I think that's cool because they were one of the best parts of Fast and Furious 8. Their chemistry and their conflict was some of the best parts of the movie, and I think that they'll make a pretty decent movie out of it for the franchise that it is. I don't think it'll be deep or anything. I don't think it will be, groundbreaking or try to be different. I just think that it should focus on their chemistry because they have really good chemistry. I just think it could be a fun movie. And Fast and Furious 9 got bumped to 2020, which is probably a good thing because they get some more time to think about how to keep the franchise going, because I know they have at least 9 and 10 to go, and I hope that the next one will be a little bit different than 8, but also keep the family theme, of course, but in a different way, and maybe it'll be more car racing, maybe more crazy action scenes. We'll see what happens. But I think it's a solid move to have a spin-off and then 2020 have Fast and Furious 9. Gives people a breathing room between 8 and 9. And you got Gore Verbinski, the director of Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, 3, Lone Ranger, Rango, and The Ring, is in talks to direct Gambit with Channing Tatum. Not a big fan of this idea because Gore Verbinski's last great movie was Pirates of the Caribbean, and The Ring was awesome. Excellent film. No one talks about it enough, but his sequels to Pirates of the Caribbean weren't very good. Rango, to me, I always thought was overrated. And I also think that The Lone Ranger, I never saw it, but I never wanted to. It didn't look appealing in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not looking forward to this idea of him directing it. I mean, I hope he does it right because Gambit's a cool character and I like X-Men. Also, Death Wish got bumped to 2018. Death Wish is a remake of the classic Charles Bronson movie, revenge movie, and it's got Bruce Willis in the lead, and it's from a director named Eli Roth who only does gratuitous, disgusting horror movies with nothing but blood and guts all over the screen because he doesn't care about storytelling enough. He just wants to show gore. At least that's my impression based on his movies. But Death Wish being bumped back is good. It's going to be a bad movie, so it doesn't matter when it comes out, in my opinion. And Bride of Frankenstein was removed from the release schedule. It's going to be directed by the guy who directed the new Beauty and the Beast remake. So it being moved back to indefinitely is surprising, but they said they're trying to take the time to get the project right. If that's true, that's a good thing. If they have too many problems already and they already know it's a disaster, that's sad because, it's just sad. But the Mummy movie was terrible, and this is supposed to be a part of the same cinematic universe, so it probably was going to be terrible, but I hope that Bill Condon can bring something good to the project because he did a good job with the Beauty and the Beast movie, but as proven in the past with this Twilight movies, he can only elevate the material so much, so hopefully the screenplay will get better and maybe they'll get a remake done, who knows, but if they don't, you can just watch the original. But anyway, these are my thoughts on all these news stories for Friday. Hope you all have a good weekend. Are you going to see Blade Runner this weekend? Let me know. Are you excited for it? Do you like any of these news stories, or do they all make you go, wow, Hollywood is out of ideas? Let me know in the comments section, guys. Until the next video, talk to you later, guys.